welcome back to Mainly Crochet. Today we are gonna work on doing Sophie's Universe. This was a crochet along back in 2015 and has tons of picture help in it. You actually, if you go on her website, which is, let's see if I can get that up there. You see this? Look at what I made.net. You can buy the book, or you can do like I did and print it all off on your own. It's probably cheaper to buy the book. Anyway, this is the pattern where I learned how to actually read a pattern. I've been crocheting for most of my life. I mean, most of my life, but never could read a pattern. Never tried, really. So this is, let me see if I can find, well, her little guys are on that one, but as you can see, that's what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so she has different, 3 different colorways that she did. Do it your way, do whatever you want to do. I'm going to be using these colors: pumpkin spice, lilac, French lilac, ivory, olive, raspberry, and avocado. And they are from Hobby Lobby. And it is Yarn Bee Soft Secret. That's what I'm going to be using for mine. And I am going to do that with a 3.5mm hook. Yeah, you know what? I actually think I'm going to go up just a little bit because I started this earlier. And I crochet so tight that I think I'm going to go with a 4mm. What did my grandchildren do with it? Maybe I'm going to be using a 4.5. Oh, there it is. They didn't run off with it. Okay, yeah, we'll go with a 4 just because. So if you crochet tight, because this is still a 4, size 4 thread yarn, worsted weight. Okay, please ignore my nails. All my nails just started popping off when I was working, and I didn't clean all the glue off. So anyway, let's see. These are all the stitches that we'll be using in this first section. And I've shown you in past ones how to do standing stitches, but this is where I learned them from. So they are in here. So you will learn them here too. Invisible join, there's a link you can click. And this, I'll put the link to this pattern in the description. So you can just go and download it if you want. Okay, so give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. There, I had to go in and at least try to get some of it off of the glue off my fingernails. So anyway, all right, so first round, we're going to start with a magic ring. Let's see if might want to put this up a little bit while I do this. And perhaps move that over there, maybe. So to do a magic ring, we just kind of cross it over. You know what? It would also be helpful if I was actually on camera. So bring it around, cross it over, bring this up, grab that, bring it around, and bring it loop. So we're going to do chain 4. So that's first one is 1. Here's 2, 3, 4. This is going to count as our first double crochet and chain 1. Then we're going to make a double crochet. There's our first V-stitch. Then we're going to chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So now we have 3 V-stitches on there. We need 6 total. So now we're going to chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Get that in there. This yarn is very soft. It reminds me of, it's a lot like Karen Simply Soft, but I don't know if it's as heavy, which is good because I don't know. I don't know if it is. I don't have anything to compare it with. I don't have any Karen Simply Soft with me. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and we got 1 more to go. So we have 6 V-stitches. We got to chain 2 and then do 1 more V-stitch. It's kind of slippery too. I really like the feeling of it. And double. There we go. Then we're going to chain 2 so that we can close up this circle, and we will slip stitch into this is actually the 3rd stitch, I believe. The first one was very small, so there we go. Oh, there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. All right, I'm going to do the same color for my next round. So it says if you're going to use the same color, then slip stitch over here into the chain 1 space, chain 1, and single crochet into that space. Now that means I'm going to want a stitch marker. You're going to want stitch markers for this. You're going to want to count your stitches. So you're going to want to make sure that this has 6 sides to it. You know what I mean? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 6 V-stitches. So far, so good. I've already started this video once and I messed up. So, all right. Now we got our 1 single crochet there. So now in the chain 2 space, we're going to crochet 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I realize this is very soft yarn, but it's also very splitty. All right, and then we're going to do a single crochet into the chain 1 space, and then 5 doubles in the chain 2 space. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1 single crochet in the chain 1 space, 5 doubles in the chain 2 space, 4 and 5, 1 single in chain 1 space. Oh, there we go. 5 doubles in the chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 single in the chain 1 space, and 5 doubles in the chain 2 space. See what I mean? Splitty. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 single, and then 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're gonna join with a slip stitch, or you can do the invisible join. Like I said, it's there, you know, the tutorial's there if you want it. I'm going to be using slip stitches because, as she comments right in there, it can be difficult to, you know, you got to make sure you don't forget where you're supposed to be joining. There we go. So there is our first 2 rounds. Now I'm going to join a new color. We're going to use raspberry. So this round, if you're using the same color, they want to chain 1 and make a front post single crochet around the post of the same single crochet. In my case, I'm just going to do a front post single around one of my single crochets, which would be there. If I can get it in there. There we go. Goodness. It's not cooperating at all. Let's try again. Like I said, I really like this yarn, the feel of it and everything, but it's very slippery. Okay, there we go. We got us a standing front post single crochet. Now, okay, we got that. Then we're going to double crochet and chain 1 in the next 4 double crochets. Right. So we're going to double crochet in this first double crochet. And then don't let it slip out like that. Double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, double, chain 1, and then in the last one we're going to double, and then we are going to do a front post single crochet around our single crochet. And I'm going to do that all the way around. So, because, yeah, make sure you don't miss this first double because it's packed right in there tight with the. Oh my goodness, my yarn's caught on my glasses. See, so double and then 1 single. So in each one of these little flower petals, you should have 5 doubles and 4 singles, 4 chains, you know. That's what I should say. Did I do my chain? No, see, I didn't even chain right there. Perhaps I was yakking. I gotta get that glue off my fingers. It looks horrible, but my fingers work the same either way. And in the last double, and then front post single around the single crochet. Okay, so you'll have your 5 doubles with the 4, you know, 1 chain in between each, and then a front post single. So do that, and I'll meet you back here. I just wanted to show you real quick. That's your front post single. Right here, right there, where you can, I mean, there's your double, so you kind of have to pull it apart there to get that in there. Okay, so I just want to make sure you don't miss it, because you miss a stitch now and don't realize it, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be a mess down the road. So your best bet is to count every round. I'm not joking. I've done it, and if you don't count, that's when you are gonna miss one. So it's like, okay, so all right, I'll be back. All right, we're at the end of this round, so we will slip stitch into the top of our standing front post single, which at this very moment is easier said than done. You know why? Because I didn't put my stitch marker in there. It usually keeps the thing open for me. I usually put it in there, even though I realize it's this different color, so you know what I'm saying? And normally I do for that purpose, and I know exactly where it has to go. Lesson learned on this one. Okay. Let's just cut that off, and gonna add our next color. Can't remember which one it is. This one here. Okay. All right, now this one you got to focus on. Also, you're going to want to sew those threads in quite often. I'll do it probably after I get done, maybe with this round or something, because I don't like them being in the way like that. All right, so first things first. If you're using the same color, chain one, and then front post single around the post of the same front post single. Like, so if I had done it, I would be right here, and I would do it around the same one here. But I'm not. I'm using a different color, so I'm going to start with a front post single around the post of any front post single. So I'll just grab this one. It does not matter to me, as long as it's not the one I left off on. And see, this is what I mean, is I usually put this in there, so then I'm like, oh, well, that's where I got to put my hook, you know. I didn't do that last time, and well, you know. All right, now you can get some out here, so I don't have to keep fighting with this while I'm trying to focus on this next sequence of stitches, because even though I might remember it, you don't even know it yet. All right, so the very first half double, again, it's, you know, they're tight in there. You're going to do a half double crochet in that first stitch, in your first first double crochet there. Okay, and it says the first double crochet might be slightly tricky to get into because it is right next to the front post single crochet, but we got this. All right, then we're going to chain one. Okay, then we're going to double crochet in the next double crochet, not the space, the next double crochet. Then we're going to chain one, and now we're going to double crochet into that chain one space. Then we're going to chain one again, and then we're going to double crochet into, see, that's the space. Well, this is the next double crochet. We're going to double crochet right there. We're going to chain one. I'm going to double crochet into this chain space again. Then we're going to chain one, double crochet into the next double crochet, chain one, and then half double in the last one. And you should have 7 stitches there. Not counting the front post single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so at this point we're going to front post single crochet around the front post single from the last round, and then go right into doing our half double right there. Come on, get through there. I almost got it, that little tiny piece right there. Okay, chain 1, double crochet. Now I gotta make sure I get it right. See, I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, and the next double. Okay, so we're there. So double crochet will be here. Chain 1, double into the space. Chain 1, double into the next double crochet. Chain 1, double into the next space. Chain 1, double into the next double crochet. Chain 1 and half double into the last double crochet. And again, should be 7. Right here is my front post, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I will front post single around this. I really want to do this in cotton, but I want it to be that soft cotton. I have a couple of little skeins of it, but I need better stuff. Which is actually what I went to Hobby Lobby to look for, and I never looked for it. I ended up finding this and going, oh, I love this. Let's just get this. So I did. But, you know, it's just the ones I got. I got them from Walmart, and they only have just so much of a selection at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? And believe me, it's not much of one. They have rough cotton. I want the soft stuff. They do have some soft stuff. Okay, chain 1 to this double. And into that double. Make sure. And again, I will count before I move on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because we really don't want to mess up. As little as possible would be good, you know? So, do you think you can do that? Okay. It's already looking good. I'll be right back. All right, we're at the end of round 4. Let me get this last stitch in there. And slip stitch to the top. Goodness gracious me. There. There. We'll get this. I promise. We'll get it. I didn't check. All right. So far, so good. I'm going to tighten that middle up. See, I haven't sewn them in yet, which is probably a good thing. Maybe I will hold off just a little bit. Just want to make sure that that is the right size to make this lay flat. You know what I'm saying? If it's too small, it won't lay flat. If it's too big, it won't lay flat. So maybe I'll do one more round. I was going to, you know, but I'll wait. All right, then I'm going to do ivory again. And in this round, we will not be working in the half doubles, which means we're going to skip this stitch on either side of our front post single. We're going to skip them both on all of them. So we're going to join our new yarn, and no matter if you're keeping the same color or changing it, you still have to cut it out, fasten it off, and start over, because you're going to start with a a standing single crochet in, it's going to be a back post. So we're going to do around the back post, like up the last double crochet of any petal. So I'm going to chain 2. Then I'm going to front post double around here. And chain 2. And I'm going to back post, not that one, because that's the first half double. But we're going to back post single, and chain 2, and back post single. Is that even in there? See how I am? Chain 2, back post singles. You'll have 4 of them on each petal. Chain 2, and this will be the last one for this petal. And then we're going to chain 2 and then front post double. Whoops, nope, I missed one. There, we still chained 2 anyway. Then we back post single around that. I said, did I say 4? It'll be 5 because it was 7 on there before. That's probably where I got confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Then we chain 2. And I don't know. Yes, I did. Then we back post double, a front post double around that front post single. Chain 2. Skip that half double. One, 2, 3. 4, 2, and 5. Okay, can you do that? I know you can. All right, so do that, and I'll be back. All right, got all my ends sewn in. This is where I left off, I do believe. It says if you're going to start with new color, start with the standing double crochet in the next chain 2 space, which I believe is here. We're gonna chain 2, start with standing double, chain 2, 1, 2. Then we're gonna crochet, double crochet in the next chain 2 space, which is right here, which would be on either side of the front post double from last round. Then we're going to chain 2. We're going to half double in the next chain 2 space. And in case you didn't figure that out, those chain 2 spaces are in the chain that you put on the last round. Okay, chain 2, single in the next chain 2 space. We're going to do that twice. We're going to chain 2 and single. Chain 2 and half double in the next space. I'm telling you, this yarn is so slippery. I have to wrap it around my finger twice to hold it in place. Then we're going to chain 2 and single, double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet in the next one. And we're going to start and chain 2 and half double in the next chain chain 2 space, chain 2 single in the next chain 2 space, chain 2 and single again in the next chain 2 space. Make sure it's in, okay. Chain 2. Oh, I might have messed up. I think I might have. Oh, I'm going to start this round over because I don't even know where I would have messed up. Not completely over. I know I got those two right. Let's try this again. So it's double crochet, chain 2, double on the other side of that, chain 2, half double. I actually had this one right. I think I might have missed a half double in there though. I'm not sure. So I'm just making sure that I got it. All right. Single, chain 2, and single, chain 2. Right here's where I think I missed this one, this half double. Not positive, but I think so. Chain 2, then we got out 2 double crochets, one here, chain 2, and a double crochet on the side, chain 2, half double, chain 2, single, chain 2, single, chain 2, half double, chain 2, double, chain 2, and double on this side of the front post double, chain 2 and half double, chain 2 and single, chain 2, single again, chain 2 and half double, chain 2 and double on the side of the front post double, chain 2, double on the other side of the front post double, chain 2 and half double, chain 2 and single, chain 2 and single, chain 2 and half double, chain 2 and double, chain 2 and double, oops, chain 2 and half double, chain 2 and single, chain 2 and single, chain 2 and half double, chain 2 and double, chain 2 and double again. We're almost done. We're almost done. Chain 2 and half double. Whoops, hang on. Oh, this must be, okay, getting close to where I tied it off and all that stuff. Chain 2 and single, chain 2, wait a minute, yeah, and single again. Oh, there we go. I'm like, where did it go? Yeah, chain 2 and half double in here, And we started with our standing double, so we chain 2 and then slip stitch to the first stitch, which again I forget to mark, but it's a little easier when it's not a single crochet. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Check out my color scheme, see if I gotta change it or not. I think I do. Okay. So, whoops. There we go. Oh, no. I did something wonderful to that, didn't I? Whatever, I'll just leave it. So far, Cooper, leave it alone. Sorry. But the husband just put plastic on the windows and the cat thinks he needs to open the window with claws. So, here we go. Now, color, we're in round 7, and I'm going with olive this time. And so we are going to put it on the hook first of all. There we go. I'm going to do a standing single in the next chain 2 space, so I'm guessing this must be right here. Stand in the next chain 2 space, and then make another single in the same chain 2 space. We can do that. So, and I got to remember to put my stitch marker in there. So 2 singles in that one. Make 2 singles in the next chain 2 space. 2 in this one. I'm going to do 3 singles in the next one. 1, 2, 3, and then make 2 in each of the next 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to repeat, make 2 and then next 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And then it's 2, and then 2, and then 3, two. It's basically that's what it is. 2, 2, then 3. 2, 2. All right, so just do 2, 2, then 3, and I'll be back. All right, we are now on round 8. And it's actually going to be, this is the last round for part 1 of this pattern. So we're going to be working in the back loops only. All right. It wants me to do it in the same stitch as a slip stitch join. I don't really want to though. So I'm adding a new color. It wants me to do a standing half double. Is that what it said? Standing half double in the back loop only of the same stitch as the slip stitch join. That is easier said than done. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it wherever, and I'll get to that when I get to it because it's just easier. All right, back loop only. Now, I don't know if I learned this from somebody, but doing back loops. Okay, when you go down through, I don't know if I can do it on this because this is very small, but if you go through that bottom, see what I'm saying? This is your back loop, but you also have this loop below it. And if you do that, if you can get it to work, you know what I'm saying? The first one is kind of a pain because it's a standing one. So I've got it wrapped around this thing. I don't even know what's going on here. But I like doing it down through both loops because it makes it sturdier. And it doesn't, when you put it on just the top back loop, I mean, it just pulls it up. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, goodness. It's not cooperating with me today. You know why? It's because it's the last round. It's like, we're just going to give her a hard time today. Oh, there. Now, let's see if I can get it through there. And I think I can show you what I mean. See what I mean? If you do it through just this loop, okay, it pulls up and you have this big gap. You see the difference between those two? And that is why that's just my personal preference. I'm not saying you have to do it that way. You can just go right through. This takes longer, so, you know, if you want to just say, nope, and just do it through that back loop, do it. By all means, just go right ahead. That's entirely up to you. I'm just trying to give you an option, that's all. I was actually doing somebody's pattern, doing a tutorial on here somewhere. Once upon a time. I'm pretty sure that's where I learned that from. I don't know where else I would have learned it. I certainly didn't come up with it myself. Yeah, so we're going to go all the way around doing this. That's all we're doing. I believe it's just, oops, nope. How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Told me to do the standing one. Then I'm supposed to do 5 of them. 1, 2, 3. So I can do 2 more. 3. Four, 5, and then I got to do 2 half doubles in the next stitch. So there's 1. Hey, the second one's easy. if you yarn over right, just go right in there, and then we're gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna go 6 of them, and then 2 in the 7th. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. Oh, come on, don't do it. goodness. I did it again. All right, what's the done? So this is 4. Four. Oh my God. I didn't know it was going to be this difficult with this yarn, but I guess it is. Personally, I still think it's worth it, but this yarn is not making it, you know what I'm saying? It's not making me want to make it worth it. All right, there's 6. And then we do 2 more and 2 in the next one. See, I already do 2 in this one. All right, so yep, do a half double crochet in 6, 2 half doubles in the 7th, then half double in 6, 2 half doubles in the 7th, and I'll be back. All right, and here we are at the end of round 8. And at the end of part 1, you should have 96 half double crochets now. I'm gonna fasten this off, and that will be it for this video. So you've got time to, you know, sew in all your ends and clean it all up for the next time. All right, now back later on with part 2. And so far, I've got to say, I really like my color choices so far. We haven't even used all of them yet. So there we go. So far, so good, huh? Yeah. All right, join me in the next one. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.